My fiance believes that he is a real-life superhero.
Just fighting crime.
Taking care of business.
What's good, internet? Welcome back to Grim. Today, shout out to all my comic book lovers out there. I'm going to be covering a real-life superhero. Yes, you heard that right, guys. We're going to take a deep look into what it means to be a superhero in real life and what it means to truly risk your life to save and help others. Let's see who we're dealing with today.
I became Goose Wayne about 5 months ago.
My name's Goose Wayne, brother.
All right, Goose.
All right?
The world's safe.
Okay, wait. Sorry, guys. I mean, I was under the impression this guy was legit, but this first intro has got me thinking otherwise. Goose Wayne? And he wears a Batman costume? That is, first off, very near copyright infringement, and he should be careful as, I'm very sure DC takes that stuff very seriously and has some crazy lawyers that could sue him into the ground. And secondly, he doesn't really give off the vibe that he's an actual superhero. Aren't they supposed to be ripped and wearing the coolest uniforms ever? This dude has a dollar store Batman costume mask and a clearance aisle button-up shirt from TJ Maxx. Yeah, guys, I'm really not sure about this one, but let's continue, I guess. Maybe he actually does do good things for his community instead of just act like a joke.
The first time I saw myself in the mirror with my mask and my makeup, I felt empowered. People take me more serious.
Okay, there's where I doubt you discount Batman. I really don't think anyone takes you more serious when you put the mask on. In fact, putting this black eye makeup on every day and the Batman mask over your face does the exact opposite of what I think you think it does. Personally, if I saw you walking down the street, I'd think you were dressed up as Batman earlier in the day and got your outfit stolen. Or just were a total weirdo, not an actual superhero that could help me out in my time of need.
I'm not crazy, I'm not delusional. I'm just a guy that cares about people. I have fully embraced my Goose Wayne persona.
Well, you can care about people and have a passion for helping others without having to wear this halfway attempt at an already been done superhero costume. Why not just be a good Samaritan in your normal clothes and have people appreciate you for being you? Or at least think of an original idea for a superhero instead of just loosely naming yourself after Batman and wearing his old outfit.
There's no going back. As a superhero, my day-to-day is finding people that are breaking the law, and I try to bring them to justice.
Bro, this action montage is killing me, you guys. I have to admit, the editors at Dr. Phil honestly do have a sense of humor, though. And I can tell that they do because of the way that they stack these clips over what has just been said. It usually is done as a way to almost like mock the person saying it. This dude is acting all serious, and then when it cuts to shots of him working out in his mask, it just does not match up. Also, I assume that mask must be entirely disgusting after a long, sweaty, intense workout. That has to be just trapping heat and oils in there. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. And his karate moves do look like the ones that Uncle Rico practices in Napoleon Dynamite, if you guys have ever seen that movie. Shout out to a classic there. Seriously though, I know nothing about martial arts, but I know enough to tell that this guy probably would get housed in a real fight if it came down to it.
I have been very careful to not show my face on social media because I don't feel comfortable publicly revealing myself. But I'm doing this for you.
I'm doing this to protect us, babe. I would show my face and I'd be famous for all the hard work I do out here in these streets, but as a legit superhero, what if my supervillain comes one day and tries to hurt us? That's the only reason I don't show my face. Oh, also I love how he always says that while only wearing 2 little black circles around his eyes, as if his discernible features like his beard and bald hair don't already give him away to someone that might already know him.
Legally, I want to change my name to Goose Wayne Batman. If Kaylin marries me, she would be Mrs. Batman.
That's not even an option.
No, he would not. Not only is that screwing over his wife majorly, but I think that's going to infringe on his life if he actually changes his name to Goose Wayne Batman. Think about it. I don't know if this guy already has a career or, he might even be unemployed. That's what I'm starting to think. But I think a name like that, it is almost like a face tat in this world. It's going to get in the way when people try to take you seriously. Imagine being a higher up in your company and your assistant actually has to refer to you as Mr. Batman. That simply would not fly in the corporate world. This guy is entirely delusional for thinking that this would work. Also, I love how quickly his girlfriend or fiance or whatever she is, I love how quickly she shuts that down. I would do the same. That is a ridiculous request. That would be so hilarious if he got down on one knee and said, "Would you be my Mrs. Batman?" I'm surprised that she's even wanting to be seen in public with this guy when he has his mask on. I don't think I could personally handle being near someone that looked like that outside. Imagine the looks they must be getting. Also, I really hope she doesn't actually let him get married in a Batman costume. Although that would be just about the funniest thing ever, and would forever ruin their special day that they probably will spend months planning and tons of money on.
His real name is Giovanni.
That is not the name that defines me. My name is Goose Wayne.
I refuse to call him Goose, but I call him G.
So his real name is Giovanni, but of course that doesn't define him, so I just called him G. Why couldn't he be G-Man now that I think about it? I mean, that is somewhat more original and actually relates to his real name. Wait, never mind. I mean, I shouldn't even be indulging in this dude's fantasy world because I legit feel so bad for his fiance. I could not put up with that if I were her.
He started believing that he was a superhero only about 2 weeks after we got engaged.
So this dude had to just fake it and act like he wasn't into superheroes and didn't want to be one. And then when she finally committed to marrying him, he was able to unleash that side of him. That's kind of sick and twisted if that was actually his thought process for that. But at the same time, kind of smart if you think about it. If he told her up front, I mean, I doubt she'd even want to go out on a date with him in the beginning.
One day, my fiance bought a mask.
I wear gloves, I wear a belt. I usually keep all kinds of items in my pockets here.
He bought a suit, and then a grappling hook came.
Okay, I take it back. I guess he's only wearing the TJ Maxx clothes for the Dr. Phil show filming, but he does indeed have an outfit. From the looks of it, he might have made some of the parts of the suit himself, but who's to say on that? I will, however, say that grappling hook is ridiculous. I guarantee you he got that off the internet from some weird website, and the first time he hooks that thing on the roof and tries to scale up a building, that is gonna snap and he's gonna get demolished. Also, would that count as a weapon in public? Like, couldn't he get arrested for that? Just so many questions with this guy. So if he goes in public with just the makeup on, he probably startles so many people. Like seriously, if I saw that, I'd think he was an old school robber or part raccoon. I mean, okay, I guess actually if he was part raccoon, that would be kind of sick. I do take that back. But seriously, this guy needs to know when to call it quits. I mean, even the superheroes from comics had normal disguises. Why is he completely ignoring that part? Real quick, guys, before we continue, make sure to subscribe and leave a like right now, as well as hit that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss a video when we upload. If you guys have subbed with notifications on, comment notifications on, and I'll reply to as many of you as I can saying thanks.
Past 5 months, I've been going to sleep with the mask on.
When I'm sleeping next to him and he's wearing the mask, his breathing echoes in his mask and he sounds like Darth Vader.
Wait, he sleeps with the mask on? You know what, guys? I have been trashing on this guy and calling him a weirdo and all that stuff, but this does prove to me that this guy is actually really about it. At least you can say he's dedicated, and you can't take that away from him.
G really does patrol his neighborhood looking to fight crime.
Right now I'm going to the gas station, gonna see if there's any trouble going on over there, and I might even come back with some beer.
You know, I'm gonna go hit the gas station, see if there's any crime, and if there isn't, I might just go get some brewskis. This guy is such a weirdo. I mean, maybe he just actually does this as an excuse to get out of the house and go get alcohol. If so, that's a big commitment just for that.
What's up, Gotham? Looking for the newest villain on the block. Who's next?
He's driven upwards of 2 hours to fight someone that looked like the Joker. He has lost all of the fights.
Wait, so this dude antagonizes people and gets them to want to fight him, and he hasn't won a single fight? What about all those days of him going to the boxing gym and training? He's just gonna get his butt whooped repeatedly and not realize that this isn't the lifestyle for him? I mean, that might be the funniest part of the video to me. Not the costume, not the training, but the fact that he goes to all these lengths to be seen as a legit crime fighter and has since lost every single fight that he has gotten in. That is not a good sign for a superhero. So the sad part is that this poor fiance of his is stuck asking Dr. Phil what the heck to do about the situation, as according to her, he was normal and she has known him since they were teenagers. I mean, he even served in the military for 4 years, and throughout all her years of knowing him, she didn't even see any strange signs or this fascination of superheroes. Then all of a sudden, once they get engaged, he kind of lost it and went overboard with all this. So guys, I really wish there was a happy ending to this story. You know, the fiance wrote to Dr. Phil, like I said, to get them onto this show in hopes of her finding a solution for this weird delusion that her now fiance has gotten himself into, but that's just not the case. Dr. Phil offers him a stay at this state-of-the-art villa pretty much, where he would receive counseling and some top-notch mental evaluations to get to the bottom of this and find out why he has all of a sudden gotten himself into this delusion that he is in fact a superhero. And while he claims that he isn't hurting anyone, or no one's being affected with this behavior, it is pretty clear to anyone not involved that his fiance is the one actually being affected. She refuses to move forward with their engagement until he gets this sorted out, and he just doesn't want to. Long story short, this idiot declines getting a stay at that treatment center that I mentioned earlier, and the crowd is all bummed, of course, and so is Dr. Phil. I wish there was a way to know if they stayed together after this, but this aired very recently, so they might still be trying to figure it out, who knows. I know for me personally, I think this guy just needs to snap out of it, as he faces risking his entire life and relationship with this commitment to being a superhero, and I think that's pretty embarrassing as well. But as always guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and remember to be respectful at least, however. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.